We are live again. This is Josiah and each one's teach one. I am not sure if you can hear me or not. I've tried to stream this video before. However, I'm not going to be deterred because I really think that this video is very important. As you well know, on each one teach one, we bridge the gap between the mentors and the mentees in the continent. And today we wanted to inform you of the training that we've embarked on for a couple of months now. It's going to end up this September. By the middle of September, will be over with. It's called IT Foundation and AWS Cloud Training. It's codenamed IFACT. So the reason for that is to educate our people on the future job opportunities or future employments. And we are trying to help those, especially women who are trying to cut over to the IT industry or information technology industry. Generally, those who are trying to get into technology. So we try to help them regardless of where they're located. Okay. So today I want to do something different. As you guys know, when I go into my premonition and my moment of mental exercise, I get some information which I share with you from time to time. The topic today is very similar to what you've heard before, nothing exceptional, but you got to pay attention to some of the stuff I had to say. So basically, nobody's black or white. And if you want to consider yourself to be of a melanated person, it should be African, like somebody from the land where people are not pale. Okay? So he was not of color, to be precise. In any case, so moving forward, we all need spiritual GPS to keep us our starting and ending location, our starting and ending point, so that way we know our destination. So without that, nobody will be able to recognize the path they are taking from start to finish. So it's very imperative instead of latching on to Stockholm syndrome, we should not latch up to any value or idea without carefully investigating the idea, because we know that when idea doesn't originate from you, not only does it remove the sense of direction in your entity, also it denies you your identity and the background you need to be rooted. Every person needs to be rooted on the ground. And that's why you hear people say, I stake my claim here, meaning they are deeply rooted there and they have vested interest in something. And maybe their ninth grandparents had spilled the blood in that land, that they are buried in that land. So you're deeply rooted when you have generations of people as part of the soil. And that is so deep. Now, freedom from mental slavery compels you to unlearn the lies you've been told. You know, what if I tell you that everything you know of that you've been taught over the years is a lie? Would you find that to be a problem? Would that compel you or pique your interest in doing further investigation to how these things come about? The future and the system that removes the historical facts, replacing them with brainwashing, it's not in line with the education that would permit you that will provide you with the skills of tomorrow's jobs. So we are all aware of the status quo, what's been happening over the years and all of that. And many things have been tried and all that failed, but it tells us that there's a need for a person to, at some point, to recognize themselves and have some kind of respect for themselves and become self-sufficient by being a productive part of a society with a blessing to humanity. So you must know yourself. So it is know yourself, teach yourself, and you will discipline yourself to self-sufficiency. As the people believe, so they behave. Now, Continental Africa is suffering from inability to re-engineer the Western ideology to a suitable level, meaning to suit what they already have, to suit what they already have, and to like help their people to grow. Okay, so when it comes to ideology, there has to be some kind of common ground. Water and oil can never mix. That's some of the points we have to understand. So look at various other groups they do take ingenuity from others and perfect them and make it theirs. And that's how they continue to grow. The Africans in the diaspora are equally in a very appalling yet mentally abusive situation stemming from slavery. The aftermath of slavery has worse effect. And the culture of capitalism, where humans are reduced to properties and consumers, doesn't even help the situation. So the system is fashioned to integrate you, while in fact the stake is so high that it's not practically possible to actually integrate you, because those who call you property cannot suddenly make you human. This is symbolically saying, so the constitution has not changed in most of these lands, and it hasn't changed in the land that I stand on today. So if you want to know more about what I'm talking about and the ideology and the sense of it, I've already been espousing on people engaging in unexplored plethora of treasure trove of education or information in line of the mind of the mind of the African descendants. So there are several books that you have to get yourself into reading, because the system is here to prop its establishment, and the system is here to prop its ideology, propagate that as the superior one. However, we do understand that there are more than one way to skin a cat, meaning there are possibilities in the world that we live in. Who knows if it's a universe or multiverse? Who knows? So how can someone say there is their way or highway is only one way to achieve certain goals in life? We know that not to be true. You see, so check out Tiffany Barnett's channel. This is a powerful young lady who is inspired and she's doing a lot of amazing things. And I wanted to bring her up so that people who are in the same frequency can reverberate around what she has and grow from that. Not everybody can hear the sound of trumpet. It's just for specific individuals. If you're alert and awake and you want to know more, then you listen to what she has to say. I think everybody should listen to what she's saying. The fact that there's a need for rethinking and removing from oneself that which enslaves you economically, mentally, and otherwise. So you have to relearn everything you knew and learn about yourself. Your history didn't start with slavery or colonization. Okay. So before I leave you guys, I wanted to be broad in my delivery today, because I wanted to do some comparison between two countries so I can show you the rubrics to figure out a progressive country, what a progressive country should look like. So I'll start off with this comparison now. There's nothing, I'm not remiss about this. However, I'm not aggressive with the comparison. I'm just making an educated comparison based on the research and information gathered online through Google, okay? So some rubrics are like number one. The country has to have an international language, widely spoken international language. In this case, it's English. There's more in English speakers in India than anywhere else, any country or any other place on the planet. So that you have to take into consideration. And not only that they speak English, they also kept their native tongues. They really love their values and they kept them. And as you can see, it's the fastest growing language in America too. So number two, Rebecca, would be this nation must be strong in something that has to do with technology. China is strong in manufacturing and engineering. India is strong in engineering as well as software development. Software development and information technology is the technology of that day. And that is where the promise of tomorrow's jobs lies. So there you go. There's a second comparison there. So the third comparison will be that these nations, they work amongst themselves with respect, and they respect who pays them. Yeah, go figure that one out. You have to look at it. So the Indians now will do the job, respect you, and take that money and go home with it. While the Chinese will sell the product to you and do nothing else with you, and value and do not respect you. So look at this and see which one is more progressive than the other. Okay. Now number four. And when you look at real estate properties, they say location, location, location. So when you look at the nation real estate, meaning national uh, assets, for example, we have South China Sea and a part of the Pacific Ocean, which is manned by the Chinese, but they have a lot of challenges with that. Many people, Philippines, Malaysia, all that, are claiming some of the sea routes, their ocean fronts, is challenged. But look at India. The Indian Ocean front is not challenged at all. Yes, they have problems with Pakistan sometimes, but it's defined and definite. We don't see or hear a lot about that all the time. So that was to show you what it could be in the future. Now, number five, and okay, looking at these two countries, India and China. China has a religious ban, and India has freedom of religion. All through and through. There you go. These are the five pointers of 5 points in the rubric, the five rubrics of how to figure out a progressive country or what a country will look like in the future. Based on these rubrics, you can be you cannot go wrong by saying that India will grow beyond expectation and China might not uh, be favored so much by the rest of the globe, although they have the number, their population, whereby they are 3.37 or so, and India is like 3.32 or so. So those are the differences, and you go figure out and make your choices. But before I go now, I'd like you to figure out what you will decide to do. Would you support your own, and be a part of a solution to a big problem, or would you just send tweeters, YouTube, and all of that, and not support? Because when you support somebody, you give them strength, economic strength. With economic strength, when it's multiplied, it could be a power. You see, so the consequences that you will suffer by supporting that which doesn't support you is strategically something that will remove from you and cause you great pains. But by supporting yourself and understanding what's going on, you'll be able to uplift yourself and your people. That's Josiah again, 2020 teach one. That's a little information I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. See you next time. Bye for now.